how we doing, folks? Mass Marauder out and about. Well, not quite out and about. We're out, but we're not out and about. Doing a bit of DIY today, folks. Got my trusty steed, the beast, Land Rover 110, and I thought we'd do a bit of sound deadening on it today. So I'm just kind of halfway through, and just going to dull down the nose of the old Land Rover. I had a wee camp out in this Land Rover October, November last year when I first got it, and I realised that, Christ, it doesn't have got a lot of condensation inside if you're camping in it, even when the wind is doing a wee bit on the front. So what I've decided to do at the meantime is I'm going to soundproof all the tub and the side walls and the roof, and I'm going to insulate it as well, and then put the ply lining back in. The ply lining I took out today to check all the interior, make sure it wasn't leaking and everything, so that's all sound as a pound. So I'll get it all soundproofed, insulated, carpet all the ply lining again and put it all back in. And we'll maybe put a wee diesel heater in here later on, just to keep it warm inside. The laddie likes to camp out in the Land Rover, so we're going to do a few modifications in the back here. I'll give you a wee quick look around the new and let you have a look. So we'll just spin this camera around. There we are. We've put the soundproofing mat around the interior of the van already on the roof. Still got to finish it off and do the flare. So we've got the Dodo mat, the Dodo soundproofing mat, LED soundproofing mat. Then I've got this stuff as well. This stuff is 12mm thick. So once we put the soundproof on the floor, we're going to put this 12mm thick on top of that soundproofing on the floor to insulate it as well. And then I'll put the ply lining back in. So I will go for the soundproofing on the floor, then the 12mm Dodo insulation on the floor, and then the carpeted ply lining back on the floor. So that's the tub. That's the tub, if you like, all insulated. Then the sidewalls and the roof, these ridges, you can maybe see here at the back, they're 35mm deep. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put a 25mm Kingspan in there. It's nice square blocks, and on the roof as well. And then on these curved sides, I'll probably just put normal rock wool insulation in, just on the bends, because it'll be kind of hard to get the rock wool on the bends, but I'll get the rock wool up, the board, can't remember what I just called it. I'll get the board up there in squares, and then the rock wool in the corners. Get the ply line carpet and back up, and that's the back end done. That's the tub and the sides and the roof done. Once I've done that, I'll get the headlining down in the front, take the seats out, and I'll do the seat deck and the roof at the front and up into the bulkhead. So that's the plan of the day, folks. So I'll just set the camera up and put it on a wee time lapse, and you can watch the daft Marauder fitting out his van. So bring you back in a wee while. So I'm chopping these mats up because I've watched other guys doing this insulating malarkey on YouTube, and a lot of them have said, you know what, you don't really need to cover the whole panel, just sections of the panel to dull down the noise. And I've got these fancy rollers, but I just got the old decorator's roller for the garage, and it does just the job. You need to spend any more money unless you have to. I've got some methylated spirits there, and wiped in all these areas before I started, so tell you what, it's a little duller than what it was. Maybe get one on the corner there as well. We'll see what's left. So how many pieces we've got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's get this mark. How many bit we've got to go? Side up. No, to the side up. So we're good. That looks good. Yes. Plan's coming together, so a wee bit of maths on it. So we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Goody goody. Right. Clean the floor up. Let's leave it running, leave it running. Try to stagger it as best I can to cover as much area with small pieces. Bearing in mind that 12mm going on top is going to damp it again and insulate it. Sides, 1, 2, 3 on the side, the top, and 3 sections along the side of the top. I did a wee recording of this, folks, with the decimal meter on my cell phone, and around town we're sitting about 75 decibels. On the motorway, top gear, 60 miles an hour, we were sitting at 80 decibels. So once this is all soundproofed again and finalised, once all the soundproofing's in, all the insulation's back again. That's the floor done. Got the insulation on the floor, got all the soundproofing and the insulation. I'll tell you what, it's flipping warm. Even when you're sitting, you can feel the heating on the floor. It's quite insulated as well. I never measured it as best as I could, but it's doing anyway. It's not as good as I'd like it to be, but I've still got to tape over it and put a vapour barrier on it, and then the timber back down as well, so it'll be fine. But I'm just trying to maximise the space with these that's left. I've got the footwell to do, and I've got this headboard to do, which take full sheet, so that's going to take 3. I'm just kind of wondering how, I don't know if you can see it now, I'll swing the camera around a bit, how I'm going to fit this one in. If I'm going to go like that and then fold it down like that, or because I've got to come for there, just, I don't know if you can see that, no, a little bit up this side. If we can start there and shape it right in, and then that one will fold over like that, which I think that was going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and 6 is 12. Well, folks, last piece to go in. Then I'll let you calculate how much left. So let's pop it in and see how we go. So that's it in. But I'm going to need my calculations. If I look at this, side, I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. And there's 20 pieces. Another box of 20, we're done. That'll do the bottom tub.